Hello everyone. Today is the day 7 of Python interview preparation course and we are going to see about the pattern programs in Python. Let us start with the first program. Our first program is a square pattern program. Okay. Let's understand our program. This is a square pattern. So I am trying to simplify this program as much I can. So let's start with the program. And one thing in the mind that everyone have a different style of programming or a coding, so it can be done in many ways. In any pattern program, there are two things. First thing is a star or ABCD 1 2 3 whatever the thing is. We can take another important thing is the space. We have to maintain a space or a pattern what we want to print. The two main thing when we are going to write any code in pattern style. In this program, I'm using the range function. I already explained the meaning of the range. It starts from the initial step to end -1. Suppose we are giving the pattern equal to 4. So the pattern def equal to pattern, this function will consider 4 as a parameter and the range is 1 to 4 plus 1. That's the 5, but the loop starts with 1 and work till 4. Okay, I explained this thing in very detail in my previous video. Okay, let's see how the loop is going to work in this case. Suppose in range, we have a range from the loop starts from 1 and it goes till to 4. 4 will execute because it's work like end minus 1. If there is a 5, then end minus 1 is 4. Okay, so for first thing I1, it is considering 1. Then it is considering the star pattern and the star pattern multiply with n. Here n is 4. So 4 we are going to multiply with this. And here this is the repetition operator. I hope you will remember regarding the repetition operator. Okay, the same way we are going to go for a second iteration. Now I will become the 2, the star will remain the same and the n will become 3. Okay. And for the second repetition, there are multiply by n equal to 4 only. Okay. As you see, if its loops is going for a second time, then again the star into the n, the 4. Loop is going to run in a third iteration, I equal to 3 and the same star multiplied by 4 stars. In case of 4, the star and into 4. This way this loop will work. And I take in mind this, I am taking the space in a star so that it will look more clear. Okay, when we are going to execute it, it will execute. For first iteration, it will run from here to here. For second iteration, it will run like this way for 4 star, and for third iteration the same way, and the fourth iteration the same way. This way the loop will work and the pattern will print. Okay. In second program, we are going to see the right angle triangle. Okay. In this also we are defining n equal to 5. Here we are defining n equal to 5. We can define n equal to 4 as well. Okay. So for we are defining one function def equal to pattern, and we are defining the one for loop. In that we are giving a range and then we are printing the star. Okay, here we are doing some changes. Here we are not multiplying with n. We know if we are multiplying with a particular number, that will form a square. We have to form a triangle. In this we have to form a triangle, so we have to keep in a mind that we have to put the iteration in this way that we can get 1 star, then 2 star, then 3, then 4, this way. Okay. In this loop, when I equal to 1, our star multiply with I. So we are multiplying the star one time for first iteration. For second iteration, our I value is 2. So our second multiplication of star with 2. In third iteration, our value would be 3. So we are going to multiply by 3. In a fourth iteration, our value would be 4. So we are going to multiply this by 4. Okay. This way we are going to multiply it. So when we are running the program, we are getting the output as this. Now you are clear about that, how we are getting the 1 star, how we are getting 2 stars, how we are getting 3 star, how we are getting 4 star. Okay. This way we are getting a right angle triangle. Okay. Let's see the next. Next would be the inverted triangle. In this, we are going to see this. We are considering the n and the for loop again with the range of 1 to n plus 1. Now we have to print n minus 1. Why we are considering n minus 1? Let's see. In this, we want in first iteration we want 4 star pattern. In second iteration we want 3 star pattern, and in third we want 2 star pattern, and in last we want 1 star pattern. So in this way we know how we are getting this number. So I apply n minus 1. So for first iteration we are getting 4. N minus 1 is 4. We are considering 5 here. So 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay. And in second iteration we are getting 5 minus 2, that's the 3. In third iteration we are getting 5 minus 3 as 2. Then we are getting 5 minus 4 as 1. The same way we are going to print it. When we are going to execute it, we will get the same result. Okay. This is our program. Okay. Another program is the combination of right angle triangle and the inverted triangle, this one. Okay. So what I used the above two logics of separately. Previously we did separately this logic of triangle shape and the inverted triangle. So in this I am combining both. So we are getting this. But what happened is sometimes we are getting the equal. So what I gave here, I started this for loop from 0 so that we can get our desired result. Okay. This would be very easy for you. So go through it. This one you can do it by yourself, because I explained these two logics above as well. Okay. This one also the right angle triangle, but it is somewhat different from that upper one, because in this we have to provide some space, then we have to start. Above one is this one, we have to start from corner itself. This one we have to put mirror image of L shaped, or it's also a right angle triangle. Okay, let's see this triangle. In this we have to maintain our spaces. We have to maintain the space as well with this. So I'm considering for space it's like n minus 1, and for star I'm considering I. Okay. For space n minus 1 is 5 minus 1, it's 4. Okay, and the star is 1 because it's multiplied by 1. For second iteration n minus 2, 5 minus 2 is 3. For space it's 3. and for this it's 2. We have to print 2 stars and we get 3 spaces. Okay, फिर I equals to 3, n minus 3, 5 minus 3, we are getting 2. How many star we have to print? We have to print 3 star because of I. Iteration is 4 only. For fourth iteration, we are getting n minus I, 4 minus 5 minus 4. We are getting 1 as a star. Sorry, we are getting 4 as a star and 1 as a space. For fifth iteration, we are getting 5 stars and 0 space. Okay. This way, when we are going to execute this, we are getting 1 star. In this way, we have to put the spaces. We know that we want 1 space and we want 1 star and remaining are spaces. This way we can design our logic and we will get a desired result. When we are going to execute it, we will get the same result. Okay. The same way we are going to do the inverted star as well. In this we know that we have to replace the logic of our star to space, space to star. So we will see this as well. Okay. In this we are going to see the spaces and the star again. So for space we are getting I minus 1. For first iteration I minus 1 would be 0. For second iteration it would be 1. 1 space we require. For second iteration it required 2. And if we want to see the n minus I, suppose for first iteration if we have 5 and then 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 would be 4. 5 minus 2 would be 3. Okay. The same way when we are going to execute this, we will get the required output. Okay. And the next one we are going to combine the above two logics into one. And here also I am starting this range from 0 so that we can get this desired output, not the equivalent output. If I am going to put 1 here now, then there would be the issue of mismatching of the spaces. This will get the equivalent star. So to avoid that, we are going to give this as a 0, or we can start with, if we are not giving anything, the range should always start from 0 only. Okay. So we will getting a desired result. Okay. Another program would be the pyramid program. In this also we are maintaining the space and the star, but we have to keep in mind that if we have to what we want to achieve, basically as per the achievement we are putting a logic and we will get the desired result. Okay. In this program, keep in mind that we are not defining 1 here, so it starts from 0. The range of ith iteration starts from 0 to n minus 1, means 5 minus 1. So 5 minus 1 is a 4. So iteration starts from 0, then it goes to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And for a space we are doing n minus I minus 1. For first iteration it's n minus of 0 minus of 1, which is equivalent to 4. For second iteration I is 1. So 5 minus 1 and minus 1, which is equivalent to 3. Then in a second or third iteration the value of I is 2. So n minus 2 minus 1, which is equivalent to 2. In fourth iteration it is equivalent to n minus of 3 of minus 1, which is equivalent to 1. And in I fourth case I equal to 4. I is 4, n is 5, 5 minus 4 minus 1, which is equivalent to 0. The same way what we are getting in a star, for first iteration I plus 1, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 1 is 5. So when we are going to execute this program, we will get the desired result. Okay. This way it's going to execute for a space and for a star. So for first iteration it will print that this one star. Okay. For second iteration it will print these 2 stars. For third iteration it is going to print 3 stars. For third line, this third line going to print by this 3 stars. For fourth line it is going to print these 4 stars. For fifth line it is going to print these 5 stars. Okay, this way we are getting the result. Let's see the next program. This is the inverted pyramid. In this pyramid we have to apply simply the logic of what we want to achieve. As per our logic we are putting it. Okay. So for this what I designed is like we have a iteration from 0 to 5. 0 to 5 is a range, but we are getting the result as 0 to 4th iteration only. So the same way iteration are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 respectively. Okay. For spaces we are putting simply the ith value. So for 0th iteration the space would be 0 because we are not getting any space here. Okay. The same way we are getting space 0. For first iteration it will getting a first one only. For second iteration it is like second, 2 spaces we require. For third iteration we are getting the 3 spaces here. For fourth we are getting 4 spaces. This way. And how many stars we are going to print for first iteration? It's like for 0th iteration I am providing the logic of n minus 1. So we are getting the 5 star in this. For first iteration we are getting 4 stars, 1, 2, 3, 4 this way. For second iteration we are getting 3 star. Second iteration means third. Basically if we are counting, this is a third iteration, but as per the numbering 0, 1, 2. Okay. So for this we are getting 3. For third this is 0 to third, and if we are counting from 1 it's a 4th iteration. So for fourth one we are getting 2, then last one it's 1. For the iteration number we are considering 0, 1, 2 with as per the range. But if we are going to see, this is the first iteration, second, third, fourth, fifth. This way we are going to execute now. That's why. Okay. When we are going to execute it, we will get our required output only. Okay. This one. Now for the next code, what we are doing, what we done in previous 2 steps, the above, the pyramid or inverted pyramid, we are just going to combine them. The same logic we are putting there, the same way we are doing, but in this we are doing n minus 1 for first iteration so that we can getting the exact result what we want. Means we have to minus 1 from either from upper or a lower. We have to do the subtraction of 1 iteration. That's the reason we are getting this one result. Otherwise we are getting the duplicacy of the records. So that's not our actual required output. So thanks for watching and keep practice these. You will getting more habitual and you will get to know very easily. Okay, thank you.